Oh, happy day to each of you. This very special day. And how and why is it special? Because you are divinely special, each of you. And I can't tell you, there's such amazing Easter divine energies and frequencies available to all of us, and intensely wonderful. So it takes a soul to know a soul. And good morning, Noah. Good morning, Autumn. Good morning, Debbie. Good morning, Tara. I'm telling you, you are onto something, my dears, that you might not even know that you're onto. So I want you to hold such a beautiful space for yourself and just gobble up the energies that's coming into you right now. And this will continue till tomorrow. And you know what? Every day after that for the rest of your incarnation. How's that? Cami, you're on it. I can't tell you how happy it is for me to see you all come on here, because there's something really, really powerful happening in our individual lives. And if we can take care of our individual lives, we'll be helping out the collective like in no other way. So there's so much to share right now. But first, I have to tell you, a little girl did a little poem, and it went like this: Roses are red, violets are blue, Jesus is Christ, and so are you. All right? Very simple. Roses are red, violets are blue, Jesus is Christ, and so are you. I belong to a health club, and I go there because I swim every day. It's like non-negotiable. It's just like meditating. I just got to get in the water and swim and swim vigorously and just move the energy in every single time. And I go every day. It's like meditation. It works. Anything that is really good for you, my dears, do it regularly. Yeah, if it really, really sparks you, do it regularly. And that's what we're going to kind of talk about. But anyway, they play the craziest music from, back in the 60s, which I don't really mind, and things like that. And there was a song that came on, and maybe some of you are too young to remember it. And that is this one that says, "You talk too much, you worry me to death. You talk too much." Da, 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 da. Right. Those were the lyrics. You talk too much, so shut up, kind of thing. Anyway, here's what I think is a new version of what talking should be like. All right. I'm going to read it to you right now. This is how we should talk. Let's talk. Let's say I'm talking one on one to you right now, Cami. Let's talk about your comeback. All the times you fell and got back up. Let's talk about the lessons. All the hurt you turned into healing. Wow. Let's talk about the version of you that you haven't met yet. Oh, I love that. I love to talk to people about the version that they haven't even met yet. I love that. I love that. I've been doing it so long that I don't even think anymore. I just let my heart talk, because I'm bald head talking heart. All right. Let's talk about your survival, all the things that were sent to break you, and you barely even flinched. Are you all resonating with some of this? Let's talk about how beautiful it is that the ugliest parts of your story are what taught you grace. What? Let's talk about all of the times you doubted yourself, how you used the pieces of those moments of doubt to build yourself back up into the most certain thing you've ever known. You dove straight into the chaos, my dears, and came out holding nothing but peace. Ooh, are you starting to feel yourself in just this little thing I'm reading to you? You dove straight into the chaos and came out holding nothing but peace. You, unbreakable beauty, you're an unbreakable beauty. I have to admit it. I'm telling you, each of you are unbreakable beauty, strong and fierce and brave. I see you and every version of you that carried you here today. I see you. and every version of you that carried you here. I see all of you. Let's talk about how far you have come and how you're still standing. All right? Can you just let those 27,000 trillion cells of yours just absorb this new version of you that you haven't met yet? But I promise you, if we keep going the way we're going, and we haven't even really begun, all right? We need, well, that's another story. We'll talk about that later. But you are about ready, if you can be really open this weekend, to meet face to face, heart to heart, soul to soul, that version that is ready for you to greet and meet. So close your eyes, my dears. Let not one thought enter into the sanctum of your divine heart. Nope, not allowed. Sorry. I'll 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 give you some attention tomorrow, you could say to it. But tomorrow will never come for those thoughts anymore. They're not needed. What is awaiting for you in your heart space, that's where the magic is, as you know. And this breath that's coming into you, it's the breath of spirit. It's the breath of God. You don't need anything else. You don't need to eat. You think you need to eat. It's a habit, of course, right? Of lifetimes. But you don't need anything this world has to offer. Nada. Nothing. You have it all. You are pure spirit. Roses are red, violets are blue. Jesus is Christ. And so are you. So find that space within yourself where everything has gone away now, except for your love of spirit and spirit's love for you. And the breath is just so quiet, maybe unexpectedly quiet and calm. And so is your mind. And all of a sudden, everything that you thought was important is not. And that's still small voice of you can hear now. And it's telling you right now, through intuition, what is really important for you and me. Non-negotiably important. I'm going to read you something that you may not have known, and we can kind of just across the board, whatever we've heard, whatever history books we've written, whatever spiritual books we have written, whatever has been told to us, we can really start to completely unlearn it now, okay? Because the only thing that's real, my dears, is right now, in this present moment. The only thing that's real is what you are discovering as something brand new that you haven't met yet within yourself right now. That's important. Everything else is not important. So I want you to listen to who Mary Magdalene truly was. Before the world called her a sinner, and I'm reading this to you right now because everything applies only to one thing. You, my dear, you. Please open yourself to just you. As Rumi said, be a witness, not a judge. Focus your focus on yourself, not others. Listen to your heart, not to the crowd. Before the world called her a sinner, before centuries of shame buried her story, Mary Magdalene was not a follower, not a bystander, but the equal but the equal. She was the feminine frequency of Christ consciousness. Mm. You, my darling, are the divine feminine frequency of Christ consciousness. And that goes for the masculine. Of course it does. We are that which maybe we've been called sinners. We think we still might be even a sinner. And we still feel the shame of the story we tell ourselves every day. But we are equal, one and the same with Christ, with Yogananda, with the Buddha, Muhammad. We are one with spirit. I'll let you absorb this. Brand new awareness you have right now. Brand new. While others scattered and had other things to do, even around the Christ, Mary Magdalene stayed. She stayed as close to him as was possible. She wept at the tomb, waited in the silence. No one else was there. She was there alone, weeping, waiting in silence, and became the first to behold the risen light of Christ. She witnessed the resurrection, felt it in her bones, and heard her name spoken by the divine. Listen, listen closely for your name. Oh, beautiful souls, listen. Do you hear your name? That source is calling you by right now. It's probably the sweetest sound and name that you never thought was you really, but it is you really. As Mary Magdalene was real, a true saint. So she heard her name spoken by the divine. And in that sacred moment, the truth was revealed. I'm going to leave you in the silence before we reveal that truth. You may come up with it through your intuition yourself. Life is eternal. She felt it in her bones. Life is eternal. Love transcends the form. Love transcends the form. Okay? Whether you took a shower this morning or whatever, your form has nothing to do with it, but keep it strong and healthy and a servant of your divine intuitions, of your inescapable soul power that rises above all the duality, dream delusion. The feminine, the feminine was never secondary. The feminine was the portal for Christ. She was the portal. Mary Magdalene, who was always by his side. My dears, somebody's by your side right now. Who is a portal for you. Portal to rise above, to resurrect. Jesus carried the light. Mary carried the remembrance. The Jesus, the Christ, the Christos within you right now is carrying the light. And that you, who you may be meeting for the first time, right here, right now, in this golden moment, are remembering, remembering. I remember. I remember. Not only does that part of us, the part we haven't met yet, is the remembrance, but it's also the knowing. It's also the light codes that are dispensed from the Christ consciousness into all souls, all beings, all things. This is why she wasn't written into the Bible in the truth way. The gospel that couldn't be written in ink. Why? Why? Why was this withheld from us? Why? And you could probably answer that question. Has the truth withheld itself from you? till now. Maybe, just maybe, this is the real gospel. Not written in ink, because it was and is always meant to be felt, to be realized, to be experienced. Jesus is Christ, and so are you, by you and me and all our brothers and sisters. We are the Christ consciousness. So maybe this is the real gospel. Death is not the end, and rising, ascending is the real. Feel your spirit lift out of your body now. So you really get a big hit of intuition that your body is not real. Your spirit is real. Let it dislodge from the body for a moment. You're formless, deathless, like we heard about yesterday's stream. Invisible, deathless, immortal. The divine lives within us. And it's everything about us. It is our grief. It is our grief. Can you weep tears with the holy ones who feel your grief and cry with you? The divine lives within us, in our grief, in our devotion, in our return to waking up in the truth. The resurrection, which is usually celebrated on Sunday, wasn't just for one man. It was a legacy for all of us. Stay in that which holds the greatest truth for you, my dears, the greatest resonance. Stay as Mary stayed. She knew that Jesus was a reflection of her, the divine feminine, the same frequency as the Christ consciousness. And to finish this, this story that's been hidden, which is our story that has been hidden. Know this, that no part of you is ever truly lost. Not the parts that broke, that wandered, or that were crucified by life. They rise too. They rise as you rise. The past rises as you rise. The so called future rises when you rise. The present rises when you rise. So, this Easter, my soul friends, I honor, I honor the Magdalene within us all, the one who stays, the one who knows, the one who doesn't need a pulpit to be holy. I honor the Christ, not as just a savior, but a mirror of what's possible. A mirror. Next time you see a picture of Christ, it's a mirror of what's possible when we embody love and die to what is false. He, the Christos, the Christ, rose. She, the Magdalene, remembered. And their story still lives in each of us. This weekend's holy, as is every weekend. And every day, let's burn all the boxes of things that we do this and it's in that box, and we have this thing to do, that box. Let's burn all our boxes. We don't have time for that anymore. Maybe take some notes down of some of your inspirations today. Remember, you're just not here to come to a meditation, to listen, get a little bit inspired, and then adios. You're not here for that. Christ didn't come down to hang on a cross, you know. He came to share the flame of love in every heart. We have the same mission. When I say we, our hearts and souls have the same mission. Every one of us is needed to now rise and shine and bring something so beautiful, so practical or pragmatic to the group. to your tribe, to our world. I want to hear some of those entries in a brand new journal, in a brand new awakening, in a brand new you. Now that is worth talking about. And most of the stuff we talk about ain't worth it. So write down your inspirations, please. Feel you're part of something that you have no idea. Just like that part of you that you haven't met yet. You have no idea. We have no idea. But look at this. Look what we learn every day. There's some magic. There's some magic that fills you up. There's something that puts a smile on your face, and your steps are a little lighter. And by Jove, you may even walk with Christ and talk with Christ in the garden as he discloses to you words only meant for you. So we thank you, O Christ. We stay with you. We stay with you. We know you. We understand now. And we remember. Bless us all that this isn't just another Easter weekend. This just isn't another incarnation. This is not just another husband or wife and taxes and bills. It has nothing to do with that and everything to do about our communion with you, the divine Christ consciousness. And so it is, so shall it be. Namaste. Aho. Todd joined us, and I come out of these meditations and I don't know where I am, but I like where I am. Do you have the same kind of feeling after these meditations? Write them down. Write them down, my dears. We want to hear about it. We want to write our own story now, right? The story of how we woke up just by a little meditation, but it was every day. And in every way, we put our whole heart and soul and mind and energy and strength and everything into it. And before we know it, we have met a part of us that is finally real. That is the truth. And now it begins. So come tomorrow if you can on our Sacred Sunday. I know there's other churches and stuff that you might go to. That's great too, but remember your little tribe here. If you go to that, enjoy it. We're all together anyway, right? But I'm going to be there live. That's kind of what I do. I just show up. Does anyone have anything to share with all of this? Wasn't that something about Mary Magdalene, though? Come on. Come on. And that's like across the board. Unlearn it all. Let all of the things that you think you know go. Dump them. They are sacrificed. They're sacrificed now. Let them go. Let them go. We know nothing except for this, what we're feeling right now. the ever present now. Yeah, Todd, makes sense, huh, bro? It's nice to just to let go, not wait for, you know, the trash to come and put the trash out every once a week. It's nice to kind of have a system in our system that just, well, it kind of, our system's built on that. We have assimilation current, we have the metabolic current, and we have the eliminating current. We wouldn't do too well without that eliminating current, right? Of what comes in and then needs to go out. Yeah, but now we need to let the things that get us in most in trouble and most hypnotized by this delusion, we need to let that stuff come in and out. Adios. And then come back to our communion. Come back to walking with the Christos. Yeah, highly recommend that today, my dears. Take a little walk, just you and the Christ. All right? Yeah, give that a
Hey,
go.
Tom,
Yes.
it's your sister.
Oh,
I just wanted what came to me when you were talking about this was, I think it was Sister Guyana Mata had what I think it was, or it was Yogananda that said, "A saint is a sinner who never gives up."
yeah.
And it just came to me that that's what we all are.
Yeah.
If we stay on this path, we're all saints who are sinners who never give up.
I love it. Thanks. That's it. Exactly the right quote. And very, very apropos to what we're talking about. Because in history, she's the sinner, right? She's the sinner that, yeah, turned back to the light somehow. But
Right.
yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah. So thank you for sharing that, sis.
Thank you for sharing your beauty and your love for God and Guru.
Mm.
Appreciate it very much. It's made
And
my life a lot better.
awesome. Well, I think we're all feeling similarly. So thank you for sharing. Appreciate that. Yeah. Anybody else? Cami, Debbie, Autumn, Lynn,
That's a good one because
Todd.
I just have a question. At the end, you always say "aho." I've never heard that before.
That's usually in typical indigenous ceremonies. Yeah, that's where we got it. And sometimes we did kind of indigenous things and retreats and stuff like that. It's like we'd always do a talking stick ceremony at the end of my immersions that I would do. And that's like a talking stick ceremony in indigenous where whoever's speaking, everybody is like totally right there. There's no questions to ask. There's just they totally and hold the space for this tribal member. And when they're done with sharing, if someone came up and had the stick and they shared, then they would, when they're done, they'd go, "Oh,
I like that.
I know, yeah, oh,
Thanks.
yeah, yes, I'm done, I'm done." Yeah,
Drop the mic.
yeah, you're welcome, bro. Have a beautiful day, my dears. Yeah, Debbie's killing it. Cammie's killing it. Autumn's killing it. I just know that there's something that we have signed on for. Like a team, like a dream team that comes together, right? And to conquer the delusion, to conquer ourselves, to master whatever, right? But I just can't get that out of my heart that this little group has come together for a darn good divine reason. So I'm going to get to the bottom of it. Will you help me get to the bottom of it? Let's
yeah,
get to the bottom of it, and up will come such a lift of consciousness and energy and light that it will rise us up to when we always say, let's rise up, let's lift our vibes, let's lift our frequency. That's what that means. Let's get to the bottom of it first. Let's see what each of us can come up with, and that's maybe hidden too. Maybe that's hidden. But I think that the most fun thing in life is when somebody is just kind of pen, you have you peg a person and you put a label on right on their forehead. I often tell people, man, we got a whole bunch of labels on our forehead, right? And just pinned another person. Yeah, we got that person figured out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, you just take all those away, and it's a brand new you, number one. So you're like, wow. And it's a brand new other person, wow. And the co-creation is like, oh my God, that could only come from us after we've gotten to the bottom of ourselves. And then if we're a group, at the bottom of the group, how can this group add to more light and more happiness and more freedom and whatever is needed on this planet right now. And we all know there's a great need. So that's what I feel. Does that sound like something that resonates with you too?
Yeah. Also, Tom, I wanted to share that when I was working with kiddos last week, they were having challenges listening to each other
Oh,
and not
wow.
talking
Yeah.
over each other.
Yeah.
So I taught them the we care, we love, we
Oh,
care,
cool.
we share, and we are sharing space with each other. So we listen to each other because we love, we care, and we share.
I
And
love
then
it.
they started listening to each other.
I love it. I love it. See, this is a perfect example. At the bottom line for Betsy right now is, teaching children and how to help these kids, somehow get more present and all that good stuff. And look at her sharing a beautiful truth, but in a way that's just perfect for them. Just perfect for them. Of course, we're little children too, right? Didn't Christ say, "Blessed are the little children, for they shall go to heaven," right? They shall meet God, the children. Yeah. Be like the little children, he says. So good one. That's a good job for you, Betsy. That's a perfect job. Yeah. Love it. Yeah. Good. All right. Smooches. Yeah. We love, we care, and we share. Awesome. I hope to see you all on Easter Sunday. That'd be great. All right. Or come to the Soul Talk after, whatever. But it'd be great to have a Sunday with you on Easter. All right. Much love and light. Toodles.